Alright, this could be the last Global Fest we ever see, at least before War of the Visions Worldwide starts. We have a Global Fest Vision card. There is no unit this time, but there is a Vision card as well as Dark Shiva. There's also a ton of other stuff to do this week. It's going to be pretty action-packed in terms of like just random events to farm and stuff. I'll get right into it real quick. So first things first, this week there are 2 Vision cards, one of them with an Esper, that would be Dark Shiva, but first we have Fundamental Forces. This is one of the Global Fest things. This is got Starlight Elena, or Elena, however you say her name, and Lucio on the cover, on the picture, whatever. Okay, so check this out. Sword, Red Mage, Dagger, and Glove equipable main jobs. It's got Evasion up, Critical Evasion up, and Slash Attack up. This is basically a sword made for Elena, right? So good. It's also got Agility for the bestowed effect, and for Starlight, Elena, and Lucio only, it's got Light Attack up. So this could be a new, I don't know, best in slot? I don't know. But it also, yeah, it works for these other jobs. Okay, so the next thing is Dark Shiva. Dark Espers are usually powerhouses, but they're also very hard to pull. Whereas this Elena card will probably have a 10k pity, this one won't. So you could potentially go like 40k deep in the Viz to get this thing. But it's got Agility up, Critical Evasion up, and Magic up for all Ice and Water type units, which is pretty sweet. I believe this is the first Magic up card for Water. I could be mistaken. But either way, it's a very good card. And it's a dual element, so those are always cool. It's also got Magic and Area Attack up for both. And for Ice only, it has Ice Attack up and Unit Attack Resist up. So that is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the cards go, this is a Global Fest card, so pretty neat. Probably limited, not going to be in the normal pool, I'm guessing. Does it say up here, actually? It doesn't say it's going to be limited, though. Doesn't it usually say limited in this section here? So maybe it won't actually be limited. It probably will be because it's Global Fest, but who knows, because of the Worldwide, I don't really know what they're going to be doing with Global Fest. Are they just going to add all Global Fest into the normal pool once we hit Worldwide, or nah? I don't know, because I think in JP, the units they have available from Global Fest, they are in the normal pool. So if they're going to try to, like, normalize the 2 versions, maybe we're just going to get stuff into the normal pool. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. As of now, though, I'm just going to assume it's all going to stay limited. Because I know the versions, I'm sure, are still going to have their slight differences. Because I know, like, certain Vision cards are not going to get changed. So they're not going to be exact. But, yeah, we'll see. Now, yeah, so anyways. So the Global Festival. This is something that I want to point out that I thought was really cool. The login this week, super sweet. We're getting shards for both cards. 25 shards for Fundamental Forces and 25 shards for Dark Shiva. And I say that's super sweet because I feel that normally when we have 2 cards drop on the same week, and this happens like, I don't know, every so often, they only ever give us login shards for one of them, so then you end up having to, like, you know, end up spending Viz or something to finish off the other card. So this is actually super nice that we're getting shards for both cards this week. That is a very, very welcome thing. Now you'll see there's only tickets for the Fundamental Forces Vision card, though, not for Dark Shiva, because Dark Espers never have tickets, and they never even have a banner that you can use tickets on. That's the other unfortunate thing about Dark Espers, is they always only have their step up. I am personally going to skip Dark Shiva, and just hope to get it sometime down the line, because it's not limited. I did skip Dark Golem too, which I still feel pain to this day, since Earth is like one of my main elements, but I'll get it one day. I will hopefully get it one day. We'll see. And but yeah, that's the cool stuff for the login. Now we're getting a ton of things to run this week. Spire of Ice, Avian Hunt Quest. This is basically, okay, I'll get into the Spire of Ice after. The Avian Hunt Quest is a quest where only Avian-type enemies will appear. And you're going to be able to craft and awaken the MR equipment Raptorbane Pendant. Okay, you'll be able to get limited titles if you complete all the quests and missions from the Nightmare difficulty. which there's actually a lot of titles this week. We'll get into more too. But here's the other thing, the Porcelain Tower. This is coming back, so we're going to be able to farm that. If you're newer and you don't have everything from Porcelain Tower farmed, you're going to be able to work on the rings, work on Rain's sword, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Or just, you know, farm mats and things like that. These are all the things you can get in there. But the Ice Tower, where's the Ice Tower at? Spire of Ice. Okay, now this is how we're going to be able to +6 the Ice Ring. So you do the Spire of Ice. Now the Spire of Ice is only 10 floors, I believe, whereas the Porcelain Tower is 100 floors. But yeah, you'll be able to +6 the Ice Ring, if you have it, by completing this tower. And there are titles. If you acquire an S rank, you'll get Ice Perfectionist. An A rank will be Ice Virtuoso. S rank for speed, you'll get Instant Chills. That's actually a cool title. It makes me think of Mr. Freeze from Batman. Makes me think of Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin. Anyways, and then Cold as Ice for A rank. Then if you're ranked within the top 10 of speed, Ice Master top 10, top 20, top 30, etc., etc. Now, I do feel that a lot of these tower leaderboards are always riddled with hackers compared to like guild raids, Trial of Reckoning, stuff like that. I feel you don't really see hackers in them that often, if ever really. But in the tower, for some reason, there's always a ton, and it's really weird. So I don't know how that works for these like top titles, if they actually end up banning those people or at least removing them from the list. I know in the Lightning Tower there was definitely some crazy, there's people that like cleared the entire thing in 10 turns. Like, dude, that's not even possible. So hopefully those people didn't take titles away from other hardworking real players. But yeah, those are the things that will be available. There's going to be new story. I need new story because new story means more viz. Also, the storyline is popping off right now. The Realmscourge stuff. How do you guys feel about it? Like, I think the story is really picking up business. We're learning more about Oberon and his like craziness. We got the Realmscourge going on, which is actually like kind of coincides with the Realmscourge mission, which we've had going on this past week for, you know, the title and everything. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens with the Realmscourge. I hope we get more of those Realmscourge missions too. What do you guys think about that? I thought that Realmscourge mission was really fun. Select Transcendence Mind Sphere. So the Belne and Minwu, this would be Fire and Lightning. Selection Quest, Transcendence stuff. That's going to be a thing this week as well. What else down here? Yep, that's the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, Raid Boss Revival. This is another thing we're going to be able to farm this week. So you guys know how these go. If you don't, basically these are all the old raid bosses we've had, or not all, but a bunch of them. And you just fight them in multi. You can fight them non-stop. You can farm them as much or as little as you want. And then, let's see if it has all the items listed. You can buy all... Okay, these are the raid bosses that are going to be up. Glacial, Leviathan, Omega, and Igon. So Ice, Water, Dark, and Lightning. So whichever one you feel you can farm the best. You can usually just farm one of them over and over and over again the entire time. You don't have to farm all four. So just pick whichever one you can defeat the easiest, and maybe even solo without needing to join a group, and just farm that thing non-stop until you get everything you need. But yeah, you'll be able to get all the free raid boss revive, or all the free raid vision cards. Some of them are espers like Chimera and stuff like that. White Dragon, I think, is one of them. And there's a ton. There's a bunch of vision cards, and you can get them all for free and completely max them out just by farming this. It's super cool, and it's a really good way to like juice up your account if you're lacking maybe things like vision cards or equipment. So the other thing is you can get all the old raid equipment in this, as long as it wasn't like a collab raid. All the regular raids, so like Alexandrite rings, holiday clothing, black garb, pretty much anything. There's like 20 items on there that came from raids. You can farm all of them in here. It's super nice, and it will really, really help people out. And if you do have some of that stuff, now is an opportunity to get more. If you know, if you wanted doubles, if you wanted to build maybe like a shield version and a barrier version of something, stuff like that. All right, so the transcendable units this week are only Velne and Minwu. So that being said, I'm actually pretty surprised that we don't have any Global Fest units on this list, considering it's a Global Fest. Like, I think a lot of people are looking forward to Esther. I don't believe she got hers yet. So yeah, it's really interesting to me that there's no Global Fest, even though there is a Global Fest going on this week. which is that Global Fest Vision card. That being said, I should have said this earlier, but I forgot. I'd say there's a strong chance that the Global Fest units will also be available on rerun banners like Sylvie, Esther, and so on. So, not guaranteed because it's not in here anywhere, but I'd say there is a very strong chance of that being the case. But that being said, actually, Starlight Elena is getting her MA2. So that is the one buff that the global characters are getting this week. And unless they add more to this or some more screens, sometimes they add a couple more of these screens after, like a few hours after reset. So maybe after I'm done recording this video, more stuff will get added. But as of now, this is it. I think this is going to be a great week for farming stuff. It's a chill week in terms of, like, we don't have any too crazy events. There is a limited guild battle going on right now, too. So if you like that kind of thing, there is an active limited guild battle already in progress. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's going to be cool. A lot of stuff to do. Spire of Ice, looking forward to that. The avian thing should be cool to farm. And, yeah. Also, just big shout out here to Surabu, first place winner. He kind of fell a little short the last time he was in one of these. Came in second place, which is still amazing. But this time, in the big cup, what was this one called? The Wizette Cup, the big tournament, he actually came in first place. That is amazing. Congratulations. I don't think he watches these videos, but congrats anyways, Buccarino. You deserve it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I'll be live streaming War of the Visions on twitch.tv/DegenTP on Wednesday morning. So if anyone wants to come hang out for that, maybe see if I do any polls. I'm undecided if I'm going to poll for anything yet. I might just skip and save, because I really want Summer Glaciella and I really want Final Fantasy VIII. Those are the two things that are on my radar right now. And by the way, if you didn't get the memo, where have you been? Final Fantasy VIII got announced for JP. We'll probably get it at the end of September. I have an entire video on it. You should go check that out on my channel. Big old Final Fantasy VIII video. And I go over everything, all the characters that are being added and everything. It's super cool. I'm super excited for that, and I definitely want to save. So that's why I'm going to skip Dark Shiva for sure, because that could potentially be way too expensive, and I really want Final Fantasy VIII. So I hope to get Dark Shiva later on down the line. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you watching this far. This has been a long one. But yeah, anyways, have an amazing day. Good luck if you're going to be pulling this week, and have an amazing night as well, whatever it is for you. Anyways, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, farewell, sayonara, see you later, and yeah, bye. See ya. Blah, blah, blah.